Hey guys, it's me, my face, in a slightly different background. Tonight's dancing is brought to you by Sierra Nevada Torpedo. This is the good stuff, but you only get to have one. I have a slightly different vantage point today. I wasn't feeling getting all propped up on the bed and getting the tripod out and the whole thing, so I figured we would try this just attached to my desk and see how we go. We don't have a whole lot to talk about because I have just finished week 2 of mania, quarantinia, sania. Week 2 of working on nothing but the Haunted Mansion from Tiny Modernist. I am still in love with this pattern after 2 weeks of working on nothing else. Guys, I have worked on nothing else. Because even the times that I said, I'm really not feeling it tonight, I'm just going to put in a length of thread and then I'm going to pick a different project and the whole thing, I didn't. I just kept stitching on it. I only stitched probably 3 or 4 times this week, and I only remembered to vlog 2 of them, which is why we don't have the vloggy intro that we were planning on. Keep saying we, it's like we are royalty in some way, or that this is some sort of committee that I'm sitting on. It's just me. I'm just sitting in the chair. So the test results have held up. When you actually stitch on something, you make progress on it. You should be seeing where I was before. This is where I am now. So you can't see a whole lot of, I started the last skeleton over there. Still not really thrilled with him, but he's going to go there. But this whole bottom got filled in. That's all solid stitching. And there's a lot of color changes in there. More than I think I would have thought about. There's like 3 different beiges, and then there's a gray, green, blue, what other colors can we name? Reddish, greenish, orangish thing. So there was a lot of color changes that I didn't expect, but I got it done. And I got a lot of the back stitching done. I don't know if I had the back stitching done on these guys the last time we met. Oh, and I didn't have the bird in the stand. I haven't done the actual cage yet. But I made some progress. So now I have a decision to make. Part of me says, keep going with this. You're doing well. You made a plan. You were going to do this for May. Don't stop now. The other part of me says, I would really like to start working on something else now. Maybe I should move to our second place winner, which was Templar Prophecy. I don't think anybody's going to argue with me wanting to work on that. But I have done so much on this. I almost feel like I don't want to stop the momentum. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out what I do next week. This past week it's been a bad week. Let's just put it that way. Not for any of the usual reasons. I know I mentioned last week that my cat Socks was not eating, and that continued to the point that we brought him to the vet a second time. And then we ended up bringing his sister to the vet on Wednesday because she also was not eating. But by, I think, let's say Thursday, it seems to have straightened itself out, which is good because the next step was going to get him an ultrasound to find out if there was some sort of blockage. He was not interested in his usual food. If you gave him something different, he'd eat a little bit of it and then lose interest. But I think it was Tuesday night. We got Chinese food because it was Mark's birthday. And I started pulling off little pieces of pork strip, the round piece of pork with the red on the edge. And Socks ate every little piece that I hand fed to him. So after that, he really started doing better. And now he seems almost back to normal. The food bowls are empty. And she started eating again right after he did. So I think we're okay. What I did find, I think Thursday or Friday morning, was, embrace yourselves, the largest hairball I think I've ever seen in my life. This thing was like 6 inches. It was horrendous. And if it came out of him, no wonder he couldn't eat. The poor thing. My poor baby. So now I have to find some good things to do for him to keep hairballs from becoming a problem. But at least he's eating. And we need to pork him up again because he needs to be my meatball. He's a meatball. I need him to be chubby. But in the midst of my no good, very bad week, I got a wonderful piece of mail. And it was one of those pieces of mail that showed up the day you needed it. You know, just the day that you were, not you, me. It's about me. It's my channel. It's about me. You know, I was holing up in my office. I was fretting over the cats constantly. I was chasing them around the house with treats, trying to get them to eat things. And in the mail came this card. Just a little card with some dogs looking out at the ocean. A simple card with a quick little note from Amy Loves Toads. It was the perfect note. It was the note that I needed. And it made me so happy just to hold it in my hands. And you know what else made me happy? Oh no, where did they go? They were frogs. They were totally frogs in here. They've escaped. I have to look for those. The frogs made me happy too. So if you are not visiting with Amy Loves Toads over on her FLOSSTUBE channel or on her Instagram, you should. You're doing yourself a disservice. She is lovely. Her stitching is delightful. She works on great projects. She has such a sweet personality, and she's just fun to watch. She's very non-stressful to watch. And in this, the year of the plague, we need non-stressful things. That is actually all the mail I got this week. I was kind of hoping that my 123 stitch order would have shipped by now, but they changed the shipping dates to be mostly the 14th. One was the 16th, and today is the 16th. I'm recording this, so I don't know if they're getting to mail out today or maybe Monday, but we'll see. So there's no new start on the Rolodex Morning Sampler. There's no new threadworks to show you. What else did I get? I got needles. I got Peacemaker needles. That's what I need to ask you about. I know. A little Vana obsessed. I know. She's Vana. She's special to me. You may or may not know that a few, maybe now like a month or two ago, I think it was in April because I think it was around Easter, somebody hacked her blog, like the blog that she's been keeping for like 15 years, and deleted everything. I can't even imagine. I would stab something. Probably not someone, but something like a root vegetable of some sort. It doesn't matter. What matters is Google Cache. I shouldn't have clapped. Google Cache and Wayback Machine has a lot of these posts that she is missing. And I was watching the replay of the live stream from last night, and somebody asked, Vana, where do I find your tutorial for bacon-based fabric? And she said, unfortunately that got lost with the blog, and Priscilla and Chelsea do something very similar. So go ahead and watch their video, and you can learn from there, which I thought was really classy. That was really classy. But I found the blog post on Google Cache, and I posted it to the comments for that video. But if there is anybody that can let Vana know, because I've sent her 2 emails, but I have a feeling that I am just lost in a sea of emails. if anybody knows her and talks to her, let her know that there are possibilities to get back some of her probably more popular posts. Or, you know, at the very least, it looks like there's a Flickr account still attached to her blog. And, you know, like all the pictures of her kids are still there. So those aren't lost. If she wants, she seems okay with walking away from the blog, and that's great. But if she wants to retain any of these things, even just to revamp them and stuff, if anybody hangs out with Vana, first of all, jealous. But second of all, if you could just point her to those resources, maybe she would find it helpful. I think that is all I have left for today. Again, only one project, so there wasn't a whole lot going on. But I will decide, well, I think tonight I will work on this one more time. And then tomorrow I will decide if I want to move to Templar Prophecy or keep on keeping on with this. Maybe it depends on how far I get on this tonight. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. And thank you so much for your comments. I read every single one of them, and I appreciate them.